Welcome to Pagan Perspective. I'm your Thursday sub, Tim. Um, Today's question or topic: does your local culture and local history influence your path or practice? If so, how do you go about learning about it? Um, my favourite resource, as it probably is for most people, is Google. Um, as far as what's local to me, I don't particularly look at what's local to the town I live in. The video that's playing while I'm speaking is a little area behind where I live, where I walk my dog. All of this is reclaimed land. Canby Island used to be pretty much all marsh. You'll see in a bit some of the remnants of the seawall. So, for example, if I was to use the town I currently live in, the history and culture of the town, to influence my practice, I wouldn't be able to go back that far. This is a Dutch fella a few hundred years ago, I think, or a couple hundred years ago, not 100% sure. Put the walls up around the island and reclaimed it. So as far as there's like a golf course off in the distance you can see there, but this is all greenery that wouldn't have existed previously. There is still marsh on the outside of the wall. So I'd look at the history of what people did in my country. So I look at the way people used to live, as far as farming, yearly kind of practices around what we now refer to as Sabbats, so those special times of the year that in large part were co-opted by Christianity, so you don't have to go out of your way to celebrate them at really odd times of the year because there's stuff going on anyway, which is convenient. So looking at the origins of Easter and winter solstice and all this sort of stuff. Obviously comes around to Christmas and the sun coming to save us, but obviously it's the time of year when the sun starts to come back and the days get longer. I think it's very easy for me, being in a Western culture, being in the part of the world where Western culture kind of came from, as far as the fundamentals. Obviously America has got a massive influence on the whole world now, but it originally came from Europe, didn't it, a lot of it. So I'm very lucky in that respect. I have a look at the way people lived. My path, I'm very much about the land and the nature around me, and growing plants and trees and supporting local wildlife and nature. Being more druidic, it's less of a, for me at least, less of a kind of casting spells and smudging your house and standing in a circle doing like quote unquote magic. It's still there, obviously not this year, unfortunately. All of our big meetings at Avebury Stone Circle have been completely cancelled. I think as well, I mean, here you can see my oak farm. A lot of them look dead, but it's just because they started growing in at Christmas, so when they came outside they got winter a bit early. But there's still hundreds of living oaks here, only a couple of months old. Got some younger ones here as well. The oak tree is a big deal for this country. It's not the only country in the world where it comes from, but even just spending a lot of time with the oak, learning about the oak, growing oaks, I feel that I'm connecting with people who use this plant for such a long time over the course of the history of this country. And of course, for me, plants and trees are a big part of my path. Communing with them and growing them, treating them like almost like pets. I do speak to them and whatnot. The original question this was based on was from an Anthony S, or Anthony S, however you pronounce that yourself. He was asking about French Gaulish pagan tradition. I don't have any particular knowledge of French Gaulish pagan tradition. Obviously, pagan just means non-Christian, so French Gaulish spirituality, pre-Christianity. To be honest, he says here that he can't find much about Gaulish pagan culture that includes France. I was under the impression that Gaul was France. The only thing I know about it is the Asterix comics, and I do actually have my first quote-unquote druid tattoo. Is actually Get a Fix on my right calf. But yeah, I don't really have any particular knowledge there. But as far as I was concerned, I thought that Gaul was France. So it might be worth looking at those sources again and seeing if the references to other countries are essentially in addition to France, because France is what was referred to as Gaul, as far as I know. So it might be worth looking into that angle. And to be honest, Gaulish pagan tradition is going to be Gaulish pagan tradition. Archaeologists and historians prefer to use words to define cultures rather than specific blocks of land, because borders were so fluid. Back when it would take weeks to get across a country by foot, or months by foot, or weeks by horse, or what have you. So yeah, it's worth looking into whether or not that's what is being referred to. It's similar to how Celtic culture is it's a cultural name. It's not an ethnic one, because obviously it was such a long time ago. So yeah, my path, essentially, I look into how people lived in the area I live, and the area I look at is Northwest Europe, because my practice is mostly tied to the land, the seasons, and obviously that massively shapes how people live, or at least it used to. So that's my take on that question. Thank you very much, and blessed be.